Is now 3 years old. So let's go up and have a look how the rust is doing underneath, how the connections are doing, general condition. We'll have a look at the loading coil, the radials, just see how it's holding up against the weather. Still nice and straight. I've had no problems in any of the storms or anything that's come on, and it's performing well. I've had some good contacts on it as well, just on radio power. One thing I'm going to do today is, while I've got the ladder out, I've had this loop of coax sitting here where I've just got too much coax, and I've got my big Royce base station. I'm still fiddling around with that, and I can find nothing wrong with the modulation with it being distorted at all. But every time I hook it up on the test equipment, it's fine. When I put it on the aerial, I think I'm getting RF feedback into the system. So I'm going to put some chokes on, and I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to make myself a little choke at the bottom of the aerial and wrap it around the pole. Take this slack out, because I'm wondering whether this loop here is giving me a problem, and then we'll check the swar. So right, let me get up the ladder. So the little tiny bit of rust that was underneath is alright. Cable still seems good. So while we're up here, we'll have a look at that. None of the radials are bent, they're all in very good condition, and there's no water in the coil, no signs of condensation or anything. The aluminium up the top's looking good, and there's no sign of water running out the bottom. So let me just get this out of here. Let's have a look at the plug. Yeah, plug's lovely and dry, really good condition. So let me put the camera down. I'm just going to wrap my cable around, and then I'll show you what I've done. So I've looped the coax around the pole, like so. I did this on my Antron 99 and had no problems with it, so I'm going to try this, see if that helps with a load of ferrites on the Sirio and the Royce. Wanted to do a quick update video on the Sirio 2016. It's getting on for the end of March 2025, so this has been up, this is its 4th year now. It's still performing very well. This is what I put on last year. You're seeing in the earlier bit, so that's still performing well. Rust around the bottom hasn't changed. All the radials are all still perfect. There's no rust or anything on those at all. If you look inside the coil there, you can see, hopefully, there's no water ingress or anything in there. The cable is still lovely because it's got this little protective coating of rubber stuff over the top of it, which keeps all the water out. So all in all, it's looking very good. Still got the top hat on, that hasn't fallen off, and the joints are all still nice. Doesn't appear to be any water, and they don't appear to have rusted out or anything. I can see they look in good condition. And the clamp on the first section there, still in very good condition and not rusted either. So yeah, it's looking quite good. Considering now this is its 4th birthday, it's doing alright, and it's still performing well. You can see even the label there hasn't come off. It's still showing that it's in good condition as well. So it's been up in a lot of weathers, storms, God knows what, and yeah, it's survived. So right, I'm precariously perched on a ladder at the moment, so I'm going to get down now. We'll run some swar comparisons, but yeah, still going well. And you've seen the contacts we've had with it, you know, Argentina, all over the place. A lot of them on radio power as well, so it's doing very, very well. Right, so I've moved inside. I've got you set up, so I'm on band A of my radio, which is 25.615. We'll just check the swar here. This is channel 1. Oh, you can't see, can you? There you go. So I've got 2 there, so it's usable. And then channel 40 on that band, which is 26055. It's 1.5. So that band is usable. Then we go to channel 1 on band B, which is 26065. And we've got a swar of 1 to 5. Then we go to channel 40, which is 26505. Got 1 to 1. Then we go to band C, which is the American FCC band. So we got which is the lows, which is 26.515. You've got 1.1. Channel 40, which is 26.955. 1.1. Now we're on the American FCCs, which is the mids. So we've got 26.965, 1.1. 27.405, 0.1. Then if we go on to band D, or sorry, band E, which is the highs, 27.415, 1.1. Channel 40, 27.855, 1.1. Now that's as far as my radio goes up. Now it does got a band F, but if I go on to band F, that takes me on to the UK FM, because we've got our own special set of 40 channels, which channel 1 is 27.60125, which is 1 to 1, and channel 40 is 27.99125, 1 to 2. So we have got, oh, my knob's come off. Said the vicar. Hang on. Hold on. Off camera, I've just worked out the band plan for me. Right, so band A on my radio is the low, low, lows. Channel 1, 25.615. Band B is the low lows, which is channel 1, 26.065. Band C is the lows, which is 26.515. Band D, which is what we call in the UK the mids, or the EU 40, or the FCC American 40 channels. Channel 1, 26.965. You'll all know that one. Then band E is the highs, which is 27.415 channel 1. Then I could go to the high highs, but what I did for band F is I had it programmed for the UK FM, which is our standalone 40 channels, and channel 1 is 27.60125. We've got our completely own, separate, unique 40 channels. Don't ask, that's just what the government's like. So that's the radio with the SWR, so it's usable from the low, low, lows to the highs. And that's on the Sirio 2016. Now you probably could play around with the SWR, but at the end of the day, we've got 1 to 1 pretty much right the way across, apart from on the really low, low, lows, but there's no one down there. And I'm not really using those frequencies. So I've been on the low lows and got people there. But yeah, so after 4 years, for its 4th birthday, it's turning into, sorry, it's for its 4 years now, it's in its 4th year. It's still performing well. It's made really good grade aluminium, or aluminum if you're from across the pond. And I'm really happy with it. Corrosion resistance is good. It's stood up very well in the weather. No bending of the radials or anything. The top hat has actually stayed on for 4 years, and it is very windy. And yeah, I'm just generally pleased with it. I can't fault it. So I'll carry on doing these. I'll be back with a 5th and a 6th and a 7th and hopefully many more years of this aerial. Very, very pleased with it. It's performed a lot better than my Antrim 99 did. I didn't have that long. And it wasn't made very well, and it sort of tended to banana at the top. So yeah, not good. But yeah, very, very pleased with this one. Long may it continue. If you've got one, or you're thinking of buying one, please post some comments. I will say that this is a video that when I do it, people watch. I do get a lot of comments and questions on it, and I'm happy to answer them if I can. I hope you enjoyed the update, and make it a cake with 4 candles on. Happy birthday, happy birthday.